What do you want to watch?
Before this meeting starts, I have an open records request for Donna herself for the agendas and meeting minutes for the dates of April 6, 2021, May 19th, 2021, June 25th, 2021, and for tonight, June 30th, 2021, as well as any and all correspondence with David Perryman or his staff, any and all correspondence with DA Jason Hicks and his staff by you or anyone associated with you. And I'm hand delivering it. You have certified letters in the mail from me pending pickup.
Well, I don't have any minutes, so you can direct that at your town clerk.
That's fine. Just let it be known that if I receive any documents from her that are hand delivered, they were not stolen. That's all I want.
And as Perryman told
Hey,
you,
Skip Mitchell has made stolen document accusations. I don't want them directed at me. That's it.
Can I say something since we haven't called this together? Skip Mitchell has never had the documents in Lindsay, Oklahoma. I will tell y'all that right now. He's never had possession of your documents from this town. Whoever spread that lie can kiss my ass.
sit down, please.
What about the stealing? Somebody accused me, got them stealing or something.
Yeah, they accused John of stealing the records.
Bullshit.
You're gonna stand on
I never
this?
stole a goddamn thing from nobody.
Well, Madeline took them with Donna and we don't know what happened. She
This,
never got 'em.
this is,
I've got a whole lot of requests I wanna make.
this is what I have. One person gave me these. I believe it was Natalie gave me a copy. He did those minutes. Somebody gave them to me. Somebody made these minutes. And then I got to come to this meeting. That's the minutes I have. Except for aged minutes, old minutes is what I have.
Donna, why are we having meetings on Friday instead of Tuesday like we're supposed to?
Well, whenever we're not getting things done or paid, you're fixing to not have any street lights because there's been no bills paid.
That was not what I asked you.
I'm not gonna answer your
You've
question.
been having meetings on Friday, why is that?
That's when we had it. That's when we
Bring
had
that
it.
up.
I'm sorry, I still can't hear you. John
Well, I
was talking.
suggest we have meetings on the first or second Tuesday of every month, like it traditionally used to be.
Well, when
At
the clerk-
7 or 7:30 PM, that way we're working.
When the clerk calls and does her job and asks for the agenda,
No, wait
No,
one
no,
damn
no.
minute. The lawyer told me you're to contact me. You
That's
are to
right.
contact me. If you don't give me anything,
have-
then
There's
I
been
don't
no
have to do
email.
a damn thing. He said it's not my fault. And you haven't called me with any agenda items. You've not told me when the meetings are gonna be.
Hey.
So don't
emails, no
even
problem.
go there.
Everybody
And the bills have been
knows.
ready to be paid since the 7th.
Everybody knows you're doing it to try to get rid of Anita, and this is bullshit. We all
Because I
can
can't
see-
spend any money.
There's no emails in there that come to her, Donna. You know that.
You can.
And without those, you ain't got an agenda. You're supposed to write it up and send it
we've
to
got
her.
a copy of all the emails from the lawyer.
Great.
Yeah, we do. But I don't have any from you telling me, hey, we're gonna have a meeting, can you make an
You're supposed
agenda?
to contact me.
He don't
No,
make up an
no.
agenda.
No.
He don't do it. You
He
do.
told me you would contact
It's
me.
in the email, Anita.
Shit, I got the email,
Better
girlfriend.
read it again.
Yeah, I've read plenty of them.
It's
Okay.
your responsibility
Fuck
when
that
you
shit.
call a meeting to let her know. That's common
You're
sense.
not in the email. You don't know.
This is one of them.
No, I don't know, but I know
I'm not
that when
arguing
you
with
call
you.
a meeting, don't
I'm not
argue, then
arguing
shut
with
up
you.
and listen.
No, I'm
You
not.
need to let her know when you're calling a meeting, because we know what you're doing. Everybody knows.
Do you know what Mike Johnston is doing?
Hey, don't do that.
Don't try to
Do you
change
know what
the
he's
subject,
doing?
Donna.
Do you
Don't
know
do
what
that.
he's doing?
That's, you're just trying to deflect it off you onto somebody else.
That's right.
We don't play that game. We're
Uh-huh.
educated enough
Well,
to
he's
know.
got you all brainwashed.
No, the lawyer told me that you have to give me 24 hours notice before you have a meeting.
That's right.
And you're supposed to give me the information. I have 24 hours to make an
It's a
agenda.
law. That's
It's
a
a
state
law.
law.
So, when you can show me the emails where you sent me all the
We've
stuff
got
for the
them printed
agendas,
out.
let's get on with it.
We've got them printed out.
Yeah, I know you do.
You can make up all up you want to, but they gotta come to her, Donna.
Yeah.
You
If
can
don't
say them all
send
you
them,
want,
she's-
date them, but they're not there.
If you don't send them,
CC'd in everything.
Oh my God.
CC'd with agenda items, for her to create an agenda.
She CC'd in everything from the attorney.
yeah.
Exactly, you know, what about the agenda items from the board? That's, the board's job is to send her agenda items,
We
it's
don't
not
have
her
no
job.
person to open the damn meeting. Cause we don't have them there. Because we
We
never
don't have
had
a
an
clerk.
There's no election.
Pay bills, that's for sure.
Oh
The
my
attorney
God.
did say that.
Okay.
The bills are right here.
Yeah, I don't come in here.
Well, they're just attacking me.
Well, then,
Like they have.
who's attacking you? Cancel it.
What do you call it?
Hey, you all the ones.
Yeah, what do you call
What
it?
do you call it?
Whenever you say the clerk ain't doing shit.
No quorum.
Yeah.
Don't come into her level.
Go ahead, you told me to give mine.
Meeting adjourned, there's no quorum.
Anybody wanna sign the bills?
I'm glad you got that on
We
video,
got the
the other
bills.
board
We
members
got the
standing
bills.
there
They've been
saying
ready,
no quorum.
and
We're not
nobody
gonna
wants to
get
do it.
attacked. We're
Say
not
it again,
gonna get
Donna.
attacked.
And she has
It's
proof that
adjourned.
the bills have been ready.
Oh.
Say it again.
Since the 8th, the bills have been made out since the 8th.
And you were aware of it, and Kathy was aware of it,
Tell
and
them
y'all
the date.
chose not to show up to sign. Kathy has to sign those checks
Hang on,
too.
calm down. All right, now tell her, how long they been made out?
Since the 8th.
And you know what? Kathy contacted you
No,
to sign the
I
bill.
showed her.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
She
I
don't
have
bring
the
the
text.
checkbook, Donna. She don't bring the letter.
We have the text. And you know what? Your checks
She
that you're
never got a
writing,
hold of me that day.
the checks that
She
you're
never
writing.
got a hold of me that
Prove
day.
it.
At
Prove it.
her
We can prove
convenience.
it.
Plenty.
We
At
can prove it.
her convenience was the
There's gonna
email.
be plenty proved.
Yeah, that's plenty proof.
There is plenty proof, trust me.
Would y'all like to know how much money you got in the bank?
Yeah.
Would y'all like to know how much money you got in the bank?
Now what I'd like to know is how did all these people know your business as treasurer?
Because they
It's
know.
public record.
It's called open
It's
records
open public
request.
records. Anybody
You're
can know
more than
that.
welcome to find
Anybody
out
can ask
too.
her.
I can go look at the records anytime I want. You can. He can.
It
Anybody
doesn't
can.
matter about the record.
Yes, it does. These are the
Now, if
records.
she's the treasurer, she should defend herself, not everybody else, all at once going at her.
Oh, I'm just
Bullshit.
Well, you ought to have the whole damn
When you have a mayor
every
sitting
day.
there in a public meeting, falsely accusing her of stuff.
Hey,
Really?
you fucking done?
Come on, calm
You're
down.
fucking
No,
wrong.
she needs to call a meeting on record.
All
She
you
ain't
are
gonna
is
call
on
the
out.
meeting.
No,
No,
she
hey,
just did. She just said there was no quorum.
Just as a citizen, I mean, I know that this is town business, but just as a citizen, I'd like to ask some questions.
Good luck.
So would all of us.
There's a lot of other people
Okay,
like that.
so, I'm sorry that all this crap is going down, and I know that some of you guys have personal beef with one another. But the rest of us, the town of Bradley, does not have personal beef with one another. And we are getting screwed over because there is personal crap happening.
Thank you.
And stuff is not being done for my
Madeline,
town.
it didn't start out personal until people started threatening
But it
people.
is right
and
now.
Because people started threatening
Hold on,
people.
But I just came into this meeting.
Calm down, nigga.
No.
Okay, listen, I just came into this meeting because I want some knowledge. I don't understand of what's going on. I lived here for 30-something years. Darren and I have sat on the board together. I mean, Robert, it has always ran smooth
Yeah.
up until now. I don't know what has happened that. it has
Somebody
gone
got
to
hold of the
hell.
checkbook.
See, you better watch what you say, little girl.
Look,
That wasn't directed at you.
Calm down.
Because you're gonna have to back it up and prove it.
Is that
we're
every
gonna let the
meeting
auditors prove
You
it.
dang right
supposed
you
to
are.
be a new business
You're gonna have it to do because you've made.
That's why I have not said Donna took money. I have not said that. I said, I can't prove jack shit. I said, the lawyers.
She's never accused nobody
She's
of
never
nothing.
accused you of nothing.
Nothing.
I just want to
Nothing.
have a
You just
She's
assumed
never
it.
accused
I'm just
nobody
a
of
town
nothing.
board.
Back paddle.
Well, that's
Now,
what
whatever.
Ain't no backpedaling.
I was trying to get told
Okay,
Anita,
so
I would like that, I will pay for the building if we all wanna stay here
There's
and
no
talk.
quorum.
So
There's no
can
quorum.
we,
We're arguing right now. There's no quorum to hold a meeting.
Guys,
so,
Right, Donna?
let's all talk, let's all talk.
so as people in Bradley, can we talk? Without this being a town, whatever's supposed to be, ledgers and all that kind of crap. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just talk as a town right now. So,
We crossed the line a long time ago.
okay, so this isn't a town meeting any longer. This is just Bradley citizens being together. We have always worked together. We have always.
There's no meeting, what's
done.
your, what line was crossed?
Oh, you know.
I know, whenever we voted as a town
Okay, so-
to take our school back, and you took it upon yourself to go over there and tell them no.
No.
Yes, you
Ray
did.
Selson. That was Ray Selson.
You did.
It was Uncle Ray.
If Freddie Dennis and all these other guys were still alive, they'd tell you, because they was with me.
Ray Seltzer didn't have the.
Ray Seltzer bought it for $500.
After you told him no,
Hey,
we
you
would
know
take it back when it was no.
Uncle Ray, Uncle
Was
Ray
you there?
brought a petition around. so
Was
we
you
would
there?
have
That's why everybody.
People
That's
realize-
That's Ryan, that's Ryan Grant. He was on the deal.
That's what I want to do.
Uncle Ray brought a petition
I made the check,
and
they were ready, I think that's when I got the
to
last.
protect our school,
I got a hold of
and I
Cody.
signed it, and.
I was trying to get it turned back over to the town.
Yeah, they told us that they were gonna give it to us,
No,
but
they
we
didn't.
voted as a
No,
board
they said if
to
it
take
didn't,
it back.
if it didn't sell for what it appraised for,
You didn't bring the
then they
ledgers
could turn
and
it
mail
back
and all
over to
this
the
crap.
town. And all of a sudden,
I
next thing
brought
I
the
know,
mail to
Ray
the last
Selson
meeting, I
owns
came
it.
Exactly.
But I've been
You told
reported to the
us.
sheriff,
No.
and I've been
You told us.
threatened,
They told me
and
at
I've
that
been,
meeting.
all of that
You said,
shit.
you wanna
So
take
you
it back,
asked-
you said,
No, no,
hey,
no,
don't
no.
give the middle line, we voted yes.
I would love to,
I didn't- we
I would
didn't
love
have
to
a
pay it,
chance.
and the
We
bills
didn't
were
have a chance
paid,
to
and
take
I
it
not
back.
requested 2 signatures
They
on them, I
sold
would
it
have already
to Ray
made it.
Selson.
Exactly.
I'm not the one
Just
dragging
bam,
it.
just like that.
No, he.
I'm
telling you,
petition
I'm not the one
signed. He
dragging
brought it
this.
to me.
They told me if it didn't, they told me they were putting it up for sale. And if it didn't sell for what it was appraised for, then it would be turned
What is
back
wrong?
over to the
People
town.
on the sheriff on me,
And
trying to get me put
it
in
appraised
jail.
for, I forget,
People have
$100
threatened me.
$1,000, and next thing I know, Ray
You know,
bought
what
it for
I spend almost
$500.
every Friday
That's what happened.
trying to keep the sheriff from coming and arresting me.
No, he bought it for
They were literally-
$500.
Thank you very much.
And I said, okay, Ray, since you bought it for
Backing it up
$500, you gonna turn it back over to
further,
the town? He said, hell
We
no.
realized that things were not being done right.
Okay, you said
Open
things.
meetings,
No,
open
okay.
meetings.
Okay,
Right.
is that the main concern about the open meetings and the meetings not being held correctly? I mean,
Right.
I'm not
Right.
being condescending at all.
Yeah, no, right, there were things that were not being done right, and we were getting attacked
Okay,
by
but what
Skip
things?
Mitchell, hang on, we were getting attacked by Skip Mitchell. So, in attempt to try to get people like Skip Mitchell to leave us alone, Darren brought it to the attention that people didn't have the proper education, including himself, but somehow that got flipped and turned around as we were trying to get Donna off the board, and that wasn't the case. He was simply trying to say,
Oh,
let's
I'm trying
keep
to get her off the board.
let's
Damn
keep,
right.
well, this was, I'm talking about several months ago.
We're talking about.
He was
it
simply
in
trying to
the
say,
beginning.
to ward the Skip Mitchells off of the world, let's do things the way they're supposed to be done. But that got misconstrued somehow to say it was a vendetta against Donna, and it wasn't.
So there was feelings that
I
her
guess.
feelings were hurt, and so it.
I guess.
So-
There was no
Why
way
was
to
Skip-
step on.
why
I
was
showed
Skip here?
documentation to this beast of a crowd, and they turned it on me.
Why was Skip Mitchell here?
Oh, and I'm a felon.
Why was Skip Mitchell here? Who brought him here?
Okay, I don't wanna argue,
That's
and
right.
fight. I just wanna
I ain't
really get
gonna lie.
down to the
We
bottom.
That's
needed
right.
help, I went and got it.
Did you call that help?
You bet you don't call that
He
help.
got the ball rolling.
You call
You
that,
bet
you
you did.
got the lies to rolling.
No, he got the balls rolling. He got on there. He got the
You got the
people looking.
lies to rolling.
Donna, there's 2 different agencies in the state of Oklahoma investigating these records now.
That's okay.
I know, I'm just saying.
Goddamn deal.
He got them going though. That's
Who's
what happened.
worried about it?
That's good.
Besides
That
y'all.
way you'll see.
Well, we're in.
We are the ones worried
But you
about it.
know, the bad thing is it's gonna cost the town of Bradley between $25,000 and
Okay,
$50,000.
you guys
No,
keep
it ain't.
talking, cause y'all have.
Yes, it is.
Hey, listen,
Yes, it is, but how much have we already lost?
you guys.
And how much are we gonna lose
You
before
can
you're
look it
done?
up on the state auditor's
Are you and Kathy
website.
gonna reimburse the town for the damages to the equipment that your family done?
What, how do you know that?
The whole town's
The
in
whole
tearing that
town
shit
knows
up.
Who
that.
else used it?
I never used it.
Who else?
Most of the, y'all had it for months over there tearing
Who
shit
else
up.
used
Who,
it?
who flipped the track off?
I don't know about nothing about that.
Damn, who turned the track over?
What I stole. Jeff Mike.
Y'all was crazy to come to this stupid shit.
Yeah, but you used it too, Darren, to tear
Yeah.
yours down
Yeah, but
and.
You've
You
made
damn
hog
right, I
trails,
did use that tractor.
you've made hog
Every time I
trails, you've
seen it back,
cleared
it
off
was
this
better shape
property,
and I
that
picked it up.
property.
I
He
washed
changed
it.
the oil,
I
he
brushed
pressure
it,
washed
sergeant
it,
every
he did
time.
everything
Said
to
Ted
keep
all
it
you want.
clean.
By God, I did.
You're supposed to uphold your husband.
We're talking about
That's what
damages.
you're supposed to do.
Vicky, we're talking about
If
damages.
my husband was here, I would uphold for
Allowed to
him too.
use it for the water company.
Well,
You're
I'm not-
bragging on Darren.
No, I'm not bragging on Darren at all. I'm just stating facts. If Darren was
That's
in the
right.
wrong, I would be the first to say it too.
That's right. Fucking Draco sitting over there plumb out of oil. Danny can tell you that. I put the fucking oil in it.
When you parked the tractor on flats, Coulter fixed it for you.
Oh yeah, whoop-dee, it had a fucking flat. And I offered
No,
you
it
to
had
pay
two.
for that son of a bitch.
Had two.
Well, here's the deal, all that is under the
I
bridge.
understand, no point one thing,
Apparently, we
one
were
point
all,
back.
it was all done
Apples
wrong.
to apples.
It was all done wrong. This is just what I'm saying
No,
for my
you're
town.
no righter than they are.
Yeah,
Damn
wrong
right
is
I am.
wrong.
I've been
Wrong
on
is
it
wrong,
quitting
right
a
is
long
right.
fucking
So from
time.
this day
And I can
forward,
tell you, this
I
man
think we
can
should
tell
take
you
a step
that I don't tear
forward
the shit up.
and do things
It
the best
hasn't
way
been
that we know
tore up,
how.
but
If
I'm
we
You
don't
say
saying,
know
it has.
how,
Have you
then
looked
let's
at it?
I
figure
said
out-
it shouldn't have been tore up. But you can't say blame it all on them when other
By
people
God, that's
would
when it
use
happened.
it too.
When we're in
Did you see
Sanford and
it?
Son jump
Hey,
man,
y'all
the
said, well,
shit
no,
gets
you
destroyed.
see it. Was
Hey,
you there?
hey, let's quit acting like we're in second
I'm
grade.
done talking, Darby.
Who,
Well, I
you
ain't gonna
said,
talk
she
to you
said,
either.
here, I mean,
Madeline
that's,
made a good point, guys. Let's talk about stuff present now, okay?
because there's nothing we can do about what has happened.
The equipment cannot be driven now anyway.
That's
Well, we're
right.
trying to make sure it don't happen again.
It won't
Okay,
happen.
so
again.
This
let's
is the
move
problem we're
forward
having
then.
whenever she doesn't get the email. I've looked at all the records. I had an Open Records Act. I can look at them. And when I look at stuff and there's been no agenda sent. None.
Okay, John, but here, the true fact of the matter
The
is,
true fact of the matter is they're open records. And when she says she sent them, she cannot open it up. Her niece cannot post that on the door without going through her.
okay,
It cannot happen.
okay, so can I talk?
That's a fact. It's a state law.
So, can I talk now?
Thank you.
So, let's move forward from that.
Let's do it. Let's go on. Let's talk.
Okay, let's talk.
pants up.
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
Here, baby, come on.
Uh-oh, she has trouble, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Come on.
And,
Okay, so in the past, Anita, I know that you weren't here for,
yeah, because they were
okay,
not held on the
listen,
normal days.
okay.
And
So-
I let everybody know that I could not be here those days.
That's right. It's in email.
Okay, but I'm just gonna point out from what I have seen. There's just been some pettiness going on that just doesn't need to
What?
happen.
Now, can I ask you what pettiness you're
What
referring?
pettiness?
Hang on. What pettiness you're referring to? Do you consider being literally badgered and slandered and all of that?
I think
to
it's
be
all
petty?
horrible. No, I think it's all horrible. I think it has been terrible for, let's just say, this side of the room. But most of all, it's been terrible for Bradley.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
I will
Because I
1,000%
am not
agree
a
with
part
that.
of this, and I'm not a part of this. I've always minded my own business and done my own thing. And now it seems that people are saying, ooh, Bradley's really having some trouble over there. That Skip Mitchell's got y'all on video. I'm like, you know, it's just, it's just embarrassing, and it's never been like that before. And I don't want it to continue to be like this.
Well, then
So-
we
But
all
then
need
you've
to
gotta
be
have a-
gossiping, like we don't need to be telling Charlene Brown's daughter that the clerk has said all kinds of things
Yeah.
about her.
How about that one?
Just, I'm not naming any names, but it came right back to me.
Yeah, she said it right to our faces.
And I think we need to work together and not try and do
Some of
things to
them-
push this person out and do things to push this person out and try and create this big, huge division because
Okay.
it's not just with
Agreed.
us. The board themselves are creating their own division.
Exactly. So
We're gonna talk about things, we need to talk about them in here and not down at some office or on a sidewalk or anywhere else. This shit is saying that we turned the corner, we went towards Lindsay that night after we got the damn records. We didn't go, we went to the post office.
You don't have to explain.
I'm upset about it. I don't like being accused and I got told that I stole something and I didn't steal a damn thing.
Well, you know where that came
I don't even have, no, I
Right
don't.
there. Right there.
I'm just gonna say it got
I
told.
have
I don't
an
wanna
email.
point a
Would you like
finger.
to see
I don't
it?
wanna point a finger, but I've seen it. I read it. And what I'm trying to get at is when I'm accused of something, it's like that damn dumpster. I'm tired of that shit too. You don't have all the authority and shit y'all think you got in this town. You don't have it. It's not there. And whenever somebody says that he stole them,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do. They know who said it.
Somebody wrote the lawyer and said, the night that we were called to come to Charlene's to get the records, We stayed there and talked to Charlene's daughter for over an hour. Fought the mosquitoes, visited with Kim and Robert.
And got witnesses for that too.
Visited with Kim and Robert. And when we left, we went to the post office. But we turned right. We went to Lindsay.
That's right.
I gave them to Skip Mitchell.
That's right.
John and Anita stole the records and gave them to Skip
Attorney
Mitchell.
wanna know who John Rogers was.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Look up my record, big boy.
Now, that's,
They may not want to see your record.
and I'm
He
a
does.
felon.
Guarantee you, ma'am. If you
That's
saw it, you
all
would
this.
say,
I'm
damn
at
it.
people's houses now, and you know
No,
this.
it's more.
I'm working people's
I ain't a
houses.
convicted
They
fucking
have to
felon.
trust
I'll put it that away.
I am not a felon. Yes, I have been to jail one time for my damn high blood pressure medicine. That's the only time I've been in jail, if anybody wants to know. I am not a felon.
So I just wanna, because, I mean, we need to bring it down a little bit, cause I know that you're upset, John, or whatever, but.
Oh, it's again, another deal where I don't like being accused of something I ain't done.
Right.
And it's like withholding the town mail was in the last email.
That ain't happening.
I brought it the last time I came to a meeting, and I was told just to hold on to it. Here it is. I'm done with it.
No, you can't.
No, this is town mail.
That's
This is
town
not
mail.
my
She's done
mail.
with it.
I've already paid the bills. I take all the important stuff, file them, pay them, whatever. This is just,
Should we,
So-
as a group, say that it's
Just
okay
your
for her to
signature,
pay
or
the
was
bill?
it two signatures?
No, you can't. It
Two
has to go
signatures
before
or
the
yeah,
board.
it has to go before the board.
Donna's mom's asking if there were two signatures or just yours.
There's supposed to be 2 signatures
Two signatures.
on every check.
That's right.
And
That's
has to
what I
go before the
requested.
board before it's done. That's a law.
Not utilities.
Wait,
Yes, it
whoa,
does.
No.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, it does.
Not
It says about it has to be a fixed income on the utility
Fixed
before
cost.
she can pay it by herself. It has to be fixed. It can't be fluctuating. That's what it says in the laws, in the state.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Utilities whose rates are fixed by or subject to the approval of the Oklahoma Corporation Commission.
Fixed.
Utilities are never fixed. They are
They're
never the same.
fluctuating. They're a fluctuating bill.
So, therefore,
Yeah.
I should have to have them approved.
Fixed as meaning repeating, repetitive.
No, it doesn't. It means fixed like $100 a month. That's
Donna, I
fixed.
read-
The lawyer's email.
Donna,
What
I
does a
read the
fixed
statute.
income mean, Donna?
Donna.
What does a fixed income mean?
It's saying the rate, it does say
He
rate.
just sent her an email.
It just says
telling
rates.
her.
It does
So
say
do you have
rates.
that email?
This is good.
Well, y'all need to be careful about sharing emails
It's
because that's
the law.
attorney-client privilege. And when you share emails from the attorney, it breaks attorney-client privilege.
He told her.
So, just going back to why, John, why that was done out saying that you guys had taken, I mean, cause you guys did.
I said we stole it. We didn't take them, we stole them.
Okay, well,
There's a difference. In court of law, there's people who go to prison for stealing, but to take something, that doesn't mean they committed a
But
crime.
they were hers to take.
Yeah, they
But
were
I
mine
was,
to take.
she was supposed to take them. All I did was ride along with her. Does that make me, because I rode with an outlaw, I am an outlaw?
Yeah, you did
Yeah,
right.
she ain't an outlaw. That's her privilege to take them.
That whole thing was based on a
Attorney has
false
said that she's
assumption,
supposed
just
to
because
protect
Skip Mitchell had been posting videos.
my point
They all
exactly,
thought
that's
that that's
why.
what happened.
But-
Instead of going and talking to her and asking her, they made assumptions and
There
started
we
spreading
go.
false information.
Okay,
Imagine
so,
that.
that, I feel like that's what has just gone on. It started little, and there's just been back and forth from how I feel. There's been back and forth on both sides about this pettiness. And I am caught in the middle, living in this town, and I'm over it. I'm over it. I think that we are all adults. I think we can come together. I think that we can figure this out. We don't have to continue to tear and rip apart where we live because.
No, she's in the bathroom. I had her shut the door.
I agree, but that's also gotta not just come from the citizens, that's gotta come from the board down.
Agree.
And do you not think that I have felt attacked, ma'am?
Donna, I don't know how you feel, I could probably understand
of
that,
course
but
you
other
feel
people have
attacked.
also felt attacked from you as well.
Of
So
course.
it's gone on both sides.
I mean,
Both
that's
sides
what-
have
I
felt
was
attacked.
attacked. She's been attacked. Where has she been attacked? I want to see proof where she's been attacked.
I've never said she stole anything.
Nobody's ever said anything bad about her. Nothing.
It's just never been in my emails.
Never.
By the way, I went to
You guys are talking about things that I don't know about.
Then the best thing to do when I don't know something, I shut the fuck up. And I'm just saying, this shit, it's in an email. I got accused of stealing records.
you
that
have
she
that
and
as a copy?
Yes,
I have
we've
it at
got
the house.
it.
And
It's
you
in
have-
there.
You have him.
Oh, I've talked to my attorney about it.
Okay, so,
And I'm just saying, when I don't know something, that's whenever I just get quiet. But whenever I stay up at night, read on the internet and everything else on the stuff that's in here, it's all right there. It's underlined. This is what your attorney said to her. That is horseshit. That's horseshit.
Madeline, and on top of that.
He's lost. He is.
Nobody here is threatened to kill anybody, but Garland twice in the meetings on record has threatened to kill
Yeah.
people.
okay, that has nothing to do with me.
No, I know, but
No,
I'm
we're
just
talking
saying that
up here.
causes a lot of
Can I say
problems.
something before it gets you heated?
Yeah.
Yes, you may.
Anybody else got a
The
gun
skip
in
thing
here?
was wrong. Things should be done right here, and that's what I believe in.
Anybody else got a gun in here?
I do not.
If we got a gun, let's get them outside.
I do not.
It's the last time I'm gonna ask.
Why is that?
Because they have policy that no guns in the building.
Where's the policy?
Hold on a
He
minute,
does not
hold
have a
on a
gun.
minute, hold on a minute. Is this a council meeting?
No?
It was, sir.
What's going on?
It was, sir, until they have attacked me and we have.
Oh,
The quorum has left, and so there's no meeting.
She left with her husband
No,
because
sir.
Sarah's acting out. This is not a council meeting.
And there's no,
Has there been signs posted about no guns in the building?
no.
Yes,
For
yes.
30 years they have.
Why did she that?
I've got
Is there an ordinance in the town for that?
She did.
There is no
Well, I understand.
Hey,
Who's in charge of
Officer
the building?
Kittle, there's also no ordinance about it either.
There is none.
But that's.
Yes, it does.
There's no
Open carry.
policy.
Open carry.
A building
Lawful, but I don't know
reserve the
about.
rights to have a gun in the
Or you
building.
just running your nose out
As far as
mouth.
carry outside the building, that's perfectly
Let's just
fine.
make Bradley good
But
again.
this is no meeting.
That's all I want.
This is just.
Right now, it's just us talking.
Okay, well, the phone call that was related to our dispatch said it was a town meeting.
Let's just break off and never have a right on it.
Okay.
She
Give
never
them
called
good.
the meeting.
We'll bomb the Highway 19.
So is the meeting adjourned?
Yes. Was no meeting.
Okay, then I'm done here.
Thank you. We appreciate you coming. Thank you.
That'll be $9.95 for your night.
Nobody else, we should thank him for doing his job, guys. He did do his job.
People, I'm gonna say one thing, I've been here longer than any of them, probably longer than half a dozen put together. You need to elect a board, and then let the board run things and keep your damn noses out of it. That's exactly what happened to our school. You elect a school board, everybody wanted to help run it. They wanted everything their way, because there wasn't but a few people. Her family was worse than anybody.
I agree.
They wouldn't send their kids here because we wouldn't put one of them on
I sent my kids for Bob.
twin.
Chuck went here.
Who?
Chuck, my son, along with John Seltzer. I got pictures of them.
Hey, so Anita, so,
Now, Ray sent his.
for the town of Bradley, what needs to be done for us to be able to sign checks so that we can continue to have lights?
Kathy just needs to meet with me,
Okay.
and they're ready to sign. I've got them right here. There's already a stamp on the envelope.
Okay, so when is good for you?
Right now.
Right now would be a great time.
Does it need to be in a town meeting?
No, Anita, all Kathy asked you was to bring the checkbook.
And she did, and I didn't tell her I would not bring it. But I said, why do I need to bring the
Well, for
checkbook?
what reason, some of the bills that you've gotten, you have written the wrong amounts on them. Yes, you have.
She has checked every one of them.
No, ma'am.
Yes, she has.
We got the bill from Shopper News Note. It was incorrect and it was written to you.
Let me
We
tell
got
you,
the-
they tried to bill me twice for the shopper deal, and I called them back, and they had to drop that one.
Well, even 18
Because I
and
paid cash
18
out of my pocket.
Even 18 and 18 does
See,
not
that's
reach
just how
53.
some
This is just where it's
things are
going. There's supposed to be a second person. Here, I bring the check. Here's the bill. That she matches them up.
So do you just bring, this is how we do it, we have our bank statement that we get, and you know, it's always for the month prior because, you know,
They're all right here.
The water bills were not wrote for the correct amount.
Yeah, they were.
No, they weren't.
You match it up.
with the invoice.
Thank you very much.
The post office box was not written for.
I paid that out of my pocket.
And then you charged and got a
Yeah.
check.
I brought you the
for
damn,
incorrect
and I
amount.
brought you the receipt.
incorrect amount.
No, it wasn't. You're so full. She's full of shit. And if you wanna arrange for Kathy to sign the checks, if you wanna handle that, you go right ahead and I'll meet with you. I'll be around.
So when is good for, I just want.
Monday.
For the town of Bradley.
Set her up with Monday.
What time is good for you?
She may not
Whatever
be
time's good for
comfortable
Kathy.
being with
I will stop cleaning whatever I'm cleaning,
Oh, no.
and I'll meet at you.
What time is good for you, Anita? Because that.
10 o'clock.
10 a.m.?
10 a.m. at your flowers, at your, deal.
Do what? So, listen. So the, what is it called?
What? The what? The checkbook?
No,
Ledger?
the bank.
Statement.
Statements.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh dang it. So, the bank statements, do you do that onto your,
Yes.
to your minutes or whatever?
Not on the minutes, because I was told, we don't have to tell people. Oh, but I'm probably lying about that too.
So,
I
you're gonna
haven't,
have to get with Kathy to figure out a time. I obviously cannot make time for her. I mean,
you know, whatever she wants to do, I'll meet her wherever.
just for the town of Bradley, I just would like for things to be paid. I mean, I'm just saying.
messages. That's what she just said.
And she never called me. She never got back with me.
Hey, if you're uncomfortable, I'll meet with you
And
guys.
so is she. She just sat there and said it.
I'm not.
I understand what you're
I'm just a
doing.
town
I'm
person.
just saying, if she's uncomfortable being with Kathy,
Why didn't she stay and sign the checks?
yeah, but who knows what stuff that's going on?
Who was attacking her
I'll
for
be
signing the
glad
checks?
to go.
She's not gonna
I
be
mean,
attacked either.
we
But she's
can
sitting here
make a
saying,
time to
let's sign the
hang out.
checks. She's been saying that since July what? 7th.
July 7th. I didn't get the last ones. Did she want to meet me 4 or 5 times? I had plenty of time.
Yeah, you were saying, yeah.
I'm not on any sides, I'm just here because I have 2 kids. I have to raise in this town for the rest of their life. And if this keeps going on, what are we gonna do?
Right.
I had all the bills written out, ready to sign before the late charges.
Cody's in the same place you
I'm
are.
saying, we've gotta get something done for these kids that are here.
I
We
agree.
need to
She
have
can't mail
street
them
lights,
until
'cause I can't sit back there outside all day.
Monday through
We
Friday.
need to,
It doesn't work.
And she has, why won't she meet her
you know what
then?
I'm saying?
She's asked her. And she also told you that she needed, that Kathy, she's been trying to get Kathy to meet with her and she wouldn't meet with her.
I seen the last text message. Kathy said, bring the checkbooks, the ledger, and the bills, and we will sign
And then
checks.
she said, why do I need to bring those? And then Kathy never responded back.
She has to match the bills with the checks.
Well, she could have said that.
All she needs for that then is the bills and the check. She doesn't need all that other stuff that Kathy requested.
But we can request it and see it because it.
You're right, you can request it and see it, absolutely. Nobody's keeping anything from you, Donna. But it is to be in her, because it's her job to do the accounting.
Okay,
Yes,
so
she
it's
can
too
show
bad.
it to you.
Yes, we all, I mean, it should be done.
This
Should
is
have
too
been
bad,
done.
Karen. She just leaves it where.
You're right, it is, Donna, because you
Like I
said that.
said, I brought that documentation, and that's when it went to shit.
It was to protect you
Your whole
too.
family attacked me over it. All I was trying to do was show y'all that we were doing shit
He
illegally.
was trying to protect the entire
And y'all just
board.
blow it all to hell. Getting threatened. I was 40 years younger, you wouldn't have time
And then
to
you
call
sat out in
all
front of our house and talked
bullshit.
crap about him.
You know, it's too bad. It's too bad.
It is.
Okay, so what needs to be done so that we can get bills paid, Donna?
We just.
Do we have
Kathy
to have
needs to meet
another
with
meeting?
Anita. No, you don't have to have a meeting. They've already met twice, in May and in June.
Standards.
They met.
Standards has to be
Okay.
paid. She's
So we-
gonna have to pay.
They cannot
Yeah,
pay,
why don't y'all
Donna, y'all
pay?
don't have a procedure
Why don't
for
y'all
that.
pay?
There is not a procedure that has to be done. You get an invoice and you
No,
write the
no,
check.
this town has got to have a purchase order procedure. They are not in compliance with paying bills right now. The only bills that legally can be paid are fixed utility bills. That is state statute.
Until it's voted on at a meeting.
But we can't have a
You
meeting.
don't have, no, not when people are screaming, we're not gonna have a meeting.
We can't have a meeting because there's no quorum. That's why we can't.
There's a
What's a
quorum
quorum?
now, there's never been more than.
You have to have a
three.
majority of the board
There
present.
is not a quorum if you and
Okay, I
Kathy
do
sitting
You
up there.
have
I do wanna
That is
say
not a
this.
quorum.
Three-person chair.
Hey, I do want to say this. Darren, you know this to be true.
You don't even know what you're talking
There,
about.
Yes, I do.
Bob, you know this to
I
be
read
true.
it from cover to cover. I know exactly what I'm talking about. That is not a
It's
quorum.
always been a three-person board. It's never been a.
Always been a three-person 5-person
It was a
board.
5 at one time.
Yeah, there are records that show at one point there was a 5-person board.
Never.
What records?
Ask Bob
But,
that.
but last.
What records? I've looked up all the historic records for the town. Where are the records? I want to see them.
Has there ever been a 5-person quorum?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll probably get
My
that.
time.
That's right.
Might have
For
been
the last
before
30
that,
years.
but not-
Robert's time, he
I know.
had 5.
No,
Procedurally, yes.
Dennis does here.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's
And it
what.
can be a 5-person board.
Yes, it can be. And
but
at
it's
one
always
point it
been a
was,
five.
but I don't know what
There's
happened.
Bigger population at
Yeah,
that
and I know
point.
that there was some times when they couldn't get anybody to get involved,
So
and
that's
nobody
been
would
a
sit on the
three-person-
board, nobody would do
exactly.
anything, so.
So for the past 32 years, 33 years, it has been a 3-person board. Now, way back whenever
No.
Bradley was
She
a Boomer's
can't-
Place back in the day.
Not a quorum.
We're just talking now,
So-
this is just an unofficial.
Okay.
So of course, so that,
Citizen meeting.
about the 5-person deal and the 3-person deal, that is very misleading because it has been a 3-person deal for the past 30+ years. And even prior to that, Bob, how many, I mean,
Prior to what?
for the past 30-something years, there's been a 3-person board, and how long before that did that change?
Well, we can go to a 5-member board if we want.
Well,
So we would like to do that, a lot of us would.
well, I don't
So
know.
we need to vote on that.
Well, I think, I don't know what the law, you guys know lots more about.
I think all you need to do is
laws
do
and
an
amendments and all that
initiative
kind of stuff.
petition, and then the town has to vote on that, it's my understanding.
Y'all, here's the problem. Here's the problem with the 3 versus 5 deal. First of all, this town has no bylaws.
Population.
It has no administrative ordinances. It has no voting guidelines on file anywhere.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be on file with the Secretary of State. I checked, we don't have them. We are not legal and we never have been. All we have is articles of incorporation dated 1938 and nothing else.
Yeah.
We have to have bylaws in order to establish how this town is going to be run legally.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's number one.
Wait,
We don't have it.
Okay, on that point, I want to say this. The reason why we probably have never had that is because we have been a country, we have lived out of town. We haven't necessarily, Bradley has always been not really living in town. We've lived in the country. We've had close neighbors, but we've lived in the country.
But we are the.
Honey, at one time, this town had 32 businesses. We had a justice of the peace, we had a town
No
marshal.
way around it, number one, and number two.
I found the
you have-
documents.
You know, if you don't have those things
But
in
the
place,
law-
then people abuse the fact that those things aren't in place.
But they are talking about the law, and so we have never been that. So really, we're just becoming a town. People try to make us follow the law, as you say, Mike, but we've never been a town per se, because
But we were legally, I mean, it's a municipality, I mean, it was formed legally, but the rest of the steps were not
We
done.
need to follow the law, is what we're
And,
saying.
you know, if we had
That's the
some of
way
this
we
stuff
wanna
in
do
place,
it.
bylaws, ordinance, you know,
not.
administrative ordinances, things like that, a lot of this wouldn't be happening.
right. So, but we are not, so you just have to look at our town like it's an infant, and that we've never, you know, it's the town of Bradley, but the town of Bradley has never had the ordinances, never had
Right.
those things, never had those things, so maybe
So
it
let's
might.
fix it.
You can't have ordinances without a law enforcement officer.
Right.
They're talking about administrative ordinances.
It depends on the type of ordinances. The
Yeah,
type of
it
ordinances
does.
I'm talking about are administrative,
Yeah.
that are drafted to tell the Board of Trustees how to do their jobs.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about jailable offenses where you call the cops on somebody and have them arrested.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. I've never said that.
Okay, so
People
what
got
is that called?
Administrative ordinances. The bylaws that the water board goes by are basically administrative ordinances. They tell the water board how to function,
But the
how
town
to
of
do its
Bradley
job.
itself doesn't have those.
Everything's all right out there? Okay.
But yeah, we had a justice of the peace in this town at one time. We had a town marshal. We had 32 businesses.
Yeah, but that was a much larger population. We are down
Yes,
to.
we were incorporated
Well,
with
part of that problem is people
295
don't live
voting
in
residents. 295 voting residents within this 160 acres is what we started out with in 1938. We've dwindled down to something like 82. And we're gonna have to rebuild. We're gonna have to repopulate this town, or we face the possibility of being dissolved
And we
by
can't
either
do
the
that unless
DA
we
or the
clean
district
up
judge,
This
one or the
mess
other.
that's going on here.
Well,
Yeah.
so administrative ordinances is what you
Yes.
called it.
It's what I have uploaded to the town's website. Bylaws, administrative ordinances, etc. And administrative statutes that are given to us by the state of Oklahoma. I've got all this posted. If y'all don't read it, I can't help that. I've posted it in plain open view where everybody has access to it. Literally everybody, the board members, the residents, anybody out of town.
Where's that at?
It's bradley-ok.us.
Yeah, that's
I've
also
researched-
got a bunch of bullshit on it too.
I've researched the town's history, I've rewritten that, and I moved it to a news article.
No, I'm talking about people.
Do what?
I'm talking about people. You hear me just fine. I've got a loud voice.
You've done a lot of that.
I think he's referring to some
Is
of
there
the
a lot of gossip on it,
misinformation.
or is it information that we need?
It's information that's available to everyone,
Yeah, but
literally
is there a lot of
everyone.
gossip on it?
Yes, there
There
is.
is some misinformation on it.
I've rewritten that and I moved it to a news article on a different page, and I've posted a lot of corroborating evidence.
Okay.
But, you know, as far as, she lied to me, first of all. She lied. And I got caught up, you did, and I've got the proof. She lied and
Hey,
I got
let's not
caught up
go
in
into
her
that,
lie.
We're kind of getting on
But-
on a better step, kind of trying to get towards something. Let's.
Don't talk about my marriage or my wife again.
Wait a minute. I never said anything.
Yes,
What?
you
No.
did.
No, I didn't.
Okay, let's not talk about
No,
that.
I did not.
Lock the door and go home.
Yeah. This,
We've
it's-
accomplished absolutely
we're
nothing.
trying to get somewhere. I think that we need to,
Start over.
clean
up.
We need to, this is, I mean, me personally, I'm tired of all this rigmarole. I want Bradley to be great. I want it to go back to being what it was.
Absolutely.
And
I wasn't here for that, but I'm here for the rest of my life. This is
let me
gonna
tell
be
you something,
my.
I have lived with these people for a long time. These people are not bad people. They love Bradley just like we love Bradley. They want to do what's best for Bradley as well. I know that there's been some feelings and there's been some crap done, but don't.
Back to where we trust everybody in this town.
If we just follow
Let me
the
tell
laws,
you, I don't.
then
Well, that's understandable, Kim, after
Kim,
what's
your house
happened to y'all.
just burned, so, I mean, I would have a trust issue as well.
Because it was arson, yes.
It was arson.
It was arson.
That's terrible. I hope they
It's
find.
very terrible.
I hope they find.
I do too. I really do.
we're taking donations to help the fund to
The reward.
raise the reward.
Well, I hope somebody finds it.
Like I told you before after a meeting, Madeline, I think we were all on the same side, it's just that the
What's up?
Can your city attorney not draft these
ordinances and all vote on
I mean,
Well, see,
we shouldn't
here's the
even talk
thing.
about that.
Administrative ordinances are not voted on by the residents. They're-
People gotta stop making personal attacks.
She's not gonna do it. I've been up her ass for 24 years to adopt bylaws and administrative ordinances for this town, and she will not do it. She flat refuses.
When are your
I
elections?
agree that it would be nice for the board to.
Our last election was April 6th of this year, and they screwed it up. They botched it.
That's not what OML told us.
No, they do
So-
not have to do that.
I have tried to straighten this town out. I've majored in political science with an emphasis in law from college. I've had 6 years of college. They will not listen.
Well, and prior to the
I've been
last
threatened
year
by
and a
them
half,
too.
hardly anybody's been at a meeting.
I have been threatened. I was threatened by
And we've
Allen
always
and Renita
gotten along.
Havens.
I'm sorry that you've
When
been
they
into
had
this,
control of the
because
town,
we
they
have always
totally
gotten
done.
along. Even whenever we didn't get along.
I've been doing this since,
you know,
active in the town politics since 1997. And I've, yes, since 97, I've been here all my life. And I built a website for the town in 2005.
And you didn't do this.
I researched a lot of laws, I researched the town's history, I posted everything, I found everything on the town's website is public information. Some people are pissed off, and I don't know where he got the rumor that I posted something about him and his wife, because I didn't. It's not on the website.
And put, anything.
Somebody might have said something about him on Facebook, somebody might be impersonating me on Facebook, I haven't seen it, I don't know.
Are you the only admin on that page? So you can
It's just me, exactly.
if they put crap on there, you can just delete it and go on.
Well, It's a website, and I have a Facebook group, but it's not the popular one with 80 members. It's the one that's just the 9 thugs in there. Yeah, I can't help who joined the site or joined the Facebook group. But as for the website, I am the only person who does that. Period. It is just me. I write it. I post everything that's on it. And it is all public information, every bit. I would not break the law.